No, I cannot.
It's still coming up. It hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
It says you've started screen sharing.
Okay.
There we go. Now we got it.
You guys see it?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most honored guests. We are just a few days away from waving goodbye to the year 2020. Please show me some hands. Who's ready to say bye to 2020? It has been a year full of painful and dramatic change, but besides all that, 2020 has helped many of us to refocus on what matters most: family and friends. The disruption 2020 brought taught us to value relationships more than ever. As my Toastmasters mentor Alicia Spino once said, we all know that relationship building is a fundamental skill of leadership. To be able to start and build new relationships, we need to get out of our comfort zone and attend networking events. But as I mentioned earlier, our status quo has changed. And now, most of our personal and professional interactions will be done via the internet, like tonight's event. This evening, I will be speaking about a partnership that started in 2019, a partnership that has opened the doors to an international networking venue where Toastmasters and Rotarians are received as brothers and sisters. And in the spirit on tonight's theme, I will show you how this partnership will help Toastmasters and Rotarians united bring peace to earth. You might want to know that I created 2 keynote presentations about this alliance, and since tonight I've been invited to speak in a Toastmasters club, I will be using the one crafted for Toastmaster clubs. And by the end of this presentation, you should have a better idea about this partnership and how it can favor you, a better idea about Rotary International, what steps to take next, and where to find resources to help you benefit from this great alliance. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce you to the Rotary and Toastmasters International Partnership. Excuse me for a second. Okay, while the PowerPoint sleeps, let me share with you guys that, to better understand this partnership, I am going to start from the core of each organization. A long time ago, talking about their own organizations, Rolf Smedley, founder of Toastmasters International, said, while most of us may have entered Toastmasters to learn to make speeches, that benefit is but the beginning of the good we may come to us and the good we may do for mankind. And Paul Harris, founder of Rotary International, said, what a privilege it is to be linked with 150,000 other men of more than 80 nations, differing in languages, customs, and historical backgrounds, and yet alike in one respect. All businessmen held together by a common ideal applicable to all phases of life. The ideal, which is popularly known as the ideal of service. Please notice how both founders share the vision of their organizations as a vessel for their respective members to do good for mankind, a channel to be a service for humanity. You can say that Rotary and Toastmasters have many things in common, starting from their very own essence. Recent leaders from both organizations, knowing that Rotary and Toastmasters share similar structures and values, decided to start this partnership to complement and help each other. This partnership is an excellent opportunity for members of both organizations. For Toastmasters, this alliance opens the doors to new networking opportunities worldwide where the relations can be created and nurtured, expands the number of venues where Toastmasters are welcome to give speeches and presentations, and gives them access to the best platform to use their skills to do good for mankind, as the founder of Toastmasters envisioned. You're about to see what I mean. Do we have any Rotarians in this meeting, by the way? Thank you. I invite you to do the same thing in your Toastmasters clubs and ask the same question, since you might already have Rotary members in your Toastmasters club without even knowing it. But let's focus tonight on the Toastmasters joining us. Some of you just learned that similarity to Toastmasters, in essence of Rotary International, is to serve humanity. Let's see how Rotarians do that. Rotary is an organization with service clubs all over the world. There are more than 1.2 million Rotarians in more than 35,000 clubs, joining forces to help humanity locally and internationally. The organizational structure of Rotary International is very similar to Toastmasters. The leadership titles changed a little bit, but it's pretty much the same concept. Both have club leaders. Toastmasters then have area, division, district, and region directors, while Rotarians have assistant governor, district committees, district governor, and regional leaders, and then both have a board of directors. Rotary's missions clearly states what Rotary is all about: fellowship, service, integrity, tolerance, goodwill, and peace. You might find also interesting to know that the Rotary motto is service above self. Keep in mind that when you join Rotary, it's about what you can offer to the world through Rotary and not the other way around. Year after year, Rotary volunteers with thousands of humanitarian projects worldwide. Most Rotary projects focus on these 7 areas: peace and conflict resolution, with scholarships that train young students on these matters in some of the best colleges; disease prevention and treatment, with projects like the Polio Plus program; water sanitation, helping build water filtration systems, toilets, etc., where is needed; mother and child protection, with education, healthcare resources for the mothers; basic education and literacy, with books, class materials, etc.; economic and community development, with microloans, projects that help the underprivileged people become self-sustainable, etc.; and support to the environment, projects that clean forests, beaches, plant trees, etc. Rotary service projects can be big or small. I'll give you now some examples of local and international Rotary projects. Let's start with locally. Since your Toastmasters club is from Ventura, earlier I searched on the internet for local Rotary clubs in Ventura, California. Seminole came up, and I picked the first one I saw, Rotary Club from Ventura. It happens to be a centenary Rotary club, more than 100 years serving Ventura and the world. I looked at their website, and I found right away many local humanitarian activities, like providing warm clothes, health assistance, and food to those in need, a scholarship for high school students, and several other local activities that help the community. If you are a Toastmaster living in Ventura, I encourage you to get in touch with them or with any of the other local Rotary clubs. I guarantee you they are high-quality people with a big heart. As you can see, Rotary clubs serve locally. Any US city you go to, you can find parks and local projects Rotarians have participated in. But they also participate in international humanitarian projects like the Polio Plus program that Rotary started in 1985. You might be familiar with polio. Polio is a highly infectious viral disease that attacks the nervous system and commonly affects children under the age of 5, sometimes leaving them paralyzed for life. As of today, Rotary, with their partners, have reduced polio cases by 99%. There's only this much polio left. Besides some recent achievements of this international program, Rotarian volunteers helped India and the entire Southeast Asia region get certified by the World Health Organization as polio-free back in 2014, and this year, 2020. The same thing with the Africa region that got the same certification of polio-free. Only Afghanistan and Pakistan remain endemic today. But as Bill Gates once said, as long as one single child remains infected with polio, children in all countries are still at risk of contracting polio. So be sure that Rotarians will not stop until all children are safe from polio. And this is one of the many Rotary projects that Toastmasters are welcome to participate in. Personally, I've been participating since 2014 in the world's greatest meal to help end polio, also known as wgmeal.com. I'm in charge of the digital marketing part of the program. We promote meal events for people to raise money towards the Polio Plus program. People get together, eat a meal, in person or virtually, have fun, take pictures, donate directly to the Rotary Foundation, and then they come to our website, wgmeal.com, to report back with their numbers, their story, and some pictures. Then we keep track of the numbers and share the story and the photos on social media for everybody to know and to see. It is fun. And in less than 5 years, we raised the first $10 million. These are the numbers from November 20th, 2020. Almost 7,000 events worldwide, registered in more than 80 countries, more than 400,000 participants worldwide, almost 4 million raised, which makes almost a total of $12 million with the help from the Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation, since they triple all the donations Rotary receives for Polio Plus program. And overall, this translates in enough funds to purchase almost 20 million polio vaccinations. This is an example of how locally we can also help an international Rotary project. So you might think, so what do I do next? Well, if you wonder how to take advantage of this opportunity, just follow these 4 easy steps. Find a local Rotary club, get in touch with them, build new relationships, and help make a better world. Easy, right? Find a local Rotary club, get in touch with them, build new relationships, and help make a better world. To make it even easier, I compile these resources for you. Here they come. In this link, you will find answers to common questions, the action steps, how to find your local Rotary club. I also included the dossier with information about Toastmasters and Rotary partnership that I put together to help me make this keynote, and a template letter that can be used as a phone script to help Toastmasters connect with the local Rotary club. And to access all these free resources, all you have to do now is to scan the QR code on the screen with your smartphone camera up, or write down the short link to access the information, nn4.me/RTP. I'll leave this slide up for a little bit, so all you can scan it or write it down. By now, you might know that I've been involved with Rotary for a while. Actually, it's been more than 10 years, but I've been known about Toastmasters even earlier than that. I've been interested in Toastmasters since 2005, when I was working on the business plan of my first company. Learning how to speak in public was key to sell the idea and raise funding for my company. Most of the courses I took and books that I read about communication and public speaking recommended to join Toastmasters. But since back then in Spain, I didn't have a local Toastmasters club nearby, I didn't join. But this year, I received notifications from Rotary about this partnership with Toastmasters. And that was the catalyst that finally pushed me to join. I took action and signed my Toastmasters International application in July 2020. And I'm proud of it. Just think for a minute. If only 5% of all Rotarians will join Toastmasters this year, just like I did, that will mean an increase of thousands of new members joining Toastmasters. It will be more than 60,000. What a great way to build relationships and strengthen Toastmasters International, right? Toastmasters, getting in touch with local Rotary will help to let them know what Toastmasters International is all about. and what an amazing group of excellent people Toastmasters is made of. Did you already scan and write down the information on the slide? Yes? Excellent. Well, that brings us to our conclusion. In my opinion, this extraordinary partnership allows members to expand the playground, opens the door to build new relationships, and make together a better world. And among those things, bringing peace on earth, which is the theme of our night. I hope that by now you have a better idea about this partnership, about Rotary International, what steps to take, and where to find the resources to help you succeed. If you have any questions about Rotary or Toastmasters, please contact me and let me know, and I would love to talk to your Toastmasters club or your Rotary club about it. This is an important partnership that makes a lot of sense and has a lot to offer to members of both organizations. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Alex, that was a good message. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, take a minute and use the chat service to send Alex a note of appreciation for him coming all this distance and visiting with us virtually with this important message.